What's up YouTube, it's Nick Kramer here and I'm back with another video, vlog number 3. I'm super excited because today I'm going to be talking to you guys about what I use as a photographer and a filmmaker, what's in my camera bag 2019, so I'm super excited. Let's hit that intro and get going. Okay, so guys, the very first item that I use in my camera bag, and I always take it around with me because I think it's very important. So the very first item I use is just a regular phone charger for my phone, because if I'm out and I'm doing a photo shoot, I don't want my phone to be dead because, you know, somebody might be calling me or I might be getting text messages But anyway, I shouldn't have my phone on me when I'm doing a photo shoot because it's very distracting. But I usually carry this around, and you know, you can pick these up anywhere, Verizon, Walmart, Target, anywhere. But I usually like to use them for these because this takes a little charger port here and you can charge your batteries. We'll get into that more in a second. But I like to use this and it's very handy. So that's what I use as my first item in my camera bag. Alright, so my second item that I use is this little SD card holder type wallet thing. And it's very helpful when you're out on a shoot and you're wanting to, you know, not run out of space on your SD cards. So I usually carry one of these around. I think this was like $10, $15 on Amazon. It's not a bad price for what it can hold, and it's waterproof. So this is a very good item to pick up if you're looking to get more space in your camera. Definitely pick up an SD card holder because it does come in handy. Alright, so the next item that I use is a flash drive. Now usually if I'm out doing media work or if I'm out doing photos and I have my laptop with me, I like to take my SD card, plug it in to the computer, and then convert it over to my SD card so I don't lose it, because if something happens to my SD card, then I always have a backup on my flash drive. So that's item number 3. That's very important to have in your camera bag, is at least one flash drive. Now at one time I was carrying like 10 or 15 different flash drives, and when I would come home at the end of the day, I wouldn't know which flash drive would be the one I exported all my stuff on. So that's a very important item. Item number 3, flash drive. Alright, item number 4. So for number 4, I use a plug-in shutter release button. Now these are, you know, this is a less expensive one. It was like $20 on Amazon, but you can pick them up. The better ones are more expensive, like $100 or even $200. But they actually work very well. It just takes AAA batteries in the back, and so it works very well for time lapses. And if you're trying to get a long exposure shot and you don't want your camera moving or anything, this is a great item to use because it reduces the camera shake. So when you take a photo, it doesn't come out all shaky and blurry, and so for long exposures and time lapses, this is a great tool. So if you're looking to do any of that type of work, I would suggest picking up a shutter release button. Alright, so the next item on my list in my camera bag are little batteries, extra batteries. Now you don't want to constantly be running out on a photo shoot and telling the client that you have to hold on and I gotta change my battery. It's always a good thing to carry extra batteries because in an emergency situation you might have a low battery and you're like, oh well, I gotta get this shot of this landscape, or I gotta get this family portrait or this wedding shot. So it's always great to carry extra batteries around. So that is, I usually carry 2, but I think I'm gonna go out and buy some more. So yeah, batteries. Alright, going along with the batteries, my next item is chargers. Yes, it's very important that if you have batteries, you have chargers. Because if you're out on a shoot and you have these batteries but they're not charged, then you are running into trouble because you don't have the batteries charged. Then you have to tell your client that, well, I don't have a battery, so we can't do your photo shoot, and you just lost a client. So it's very important to carry chargers around in my camera bag, and I've noticed that over time my camera bag gets heavier and heavier and heavier, only because I'm carrying so much stuff in it. Now, you don't always have to carry a lot of things in it, but carry what is absolutely necessary for your photo shoot. Next item. Alright, so my next item is this Joby Gorillapod, and I picked this up at Best Buy, and it was about $50–60, but it's absolutely worth it. Only because I am a vlogger and I love to vlog, and so when I'm holding the camera, it's not easy for me to hold the camera itself and not have it on like a mini tripod or something. So these do come in handy. They have legs that spread out, and you can take this piece and you can move it up and down like that, and you can position it any way you want. So it's a very good tool to have in your backpack. So I just use it for vlogging, never use it for photography, but if the day comes that I have to use it for photography, I will, most definitely. Alright, so my next item that I have in my bag is this external flash, and I use this, sometimes when I'm in the studio or in my portrait class I use it. Not often do I use it outside because of the natural light, but it's a good item to have inside when you're working with low light situations, and it's basically used for filling the areas that don't have light. So that's why I carry an external flash around, because if it's in a dark area, I want to use it to fill the space that is in the shadows or doesn't have enough highlights. So that's why I use this as I carry it in my backpack. Okay, so the next item I have, and I don't have them on me, but are filters, ND filters. There's so many different ND filters. There's ones to make the lens darker, there's one for long exposure shots, there's tons of them. And some of them can get expensive, but some of them are usually, under $100. But I have a 3-pack that has like 5 or 6 or 7 in them. So that's what I use when I'm on a photo shoot. Is if it's a really bright day out, I put my Nutri-Denser or I put my ND filter on, and it makes the sun darker, and so it helps me out when I'm out in this sunny place. So the item that I use is ND filters. They're very helpful, and I suggest picking some up. Okay, so camera lenses. Let's talk about camera lenses. Now, I've used the T6i, the Rebel T6i as my camera, and so it's a great camera for beginners and people who've been doing photography and filming for a while. It's a great camera. I think it's like $400 or $500 now, but I got it like a year and a half ago. I would say about $600–800. So I mean, it's definitely worth the investment to buy a DSLR camera. Now, there are mirrorless cameras, but they will be more expensive. So lenses. So I have this 50mm lens, and it's great for portrait photography. Now, the next 2 lenses that I'm going to talk about are portrait photography lenses. Now, I only have portrait photography lenses because I'm in a portrait class at my college, and we're doing a lot of portraits, and I figured, well, I could pick up a 35 and an 85. Since I have the 50, I might as well get the 2 that go along with it. So this is a honkin' piece of glass. This is my 35–105. Now, this is a great lens if you're doing portrait photography outdoors. Now, if you are somebody who loves to go outside and take pictures and you want to do portraits outside, I suggest using this lens only because it can go from 35 all the way to 105. So it's a great lens, and I picked this one up for about $50 on eBay, but they can get more expensive as the newer ones come out. So definitely pick up a 35mm. It does have autofocus and manual focus if you're looking to, you know, if you're scared to use manual focus, use autofocus. So that's the 35mm lens. The next lens I use is my 85mm lens. And when I got this, I was like, this is a nice piece of glass. And it's nice because it's really, if you're far away and you want to get a close-up of somebody, you don't have to use a telephotic lens. You can use this 85mm lens to get close-up shots, and it's super crisp and clear. And so I was out, you know, a couple weeks ago taking pictures with this, and this is a beautiful lens to take portrait photos with. So if you're a photographer and you're looking, and you can even do landscape. So if you're a photographer and looking to get into portraits or more landscape, definitely pick up this 85mm 1.8 lens. Okay, and last but not least, I use an 18 to 55mm lens. Now this is the standard kit lens that comes with the Rebel T6i, and I usually don't take a lot of photos on this, but I usually use it for vlogging. And so it's a great lens, and it goes from 18 to 55, and it goes right along with the other lenses that I use with the 50, the 35, and the 85. So it's a great lens. If you're looking to get into vlogging, definitely pick up the Rebel T6i with the kit lens 18 to 55. So the next item that I use is this Canon backpack, and it holds so many different things. It has side compartments, it has zippers on the top, it has, you can hang it up. It just holds a lot of stuff. And when the backpack gets heavy, there's straps to, like a seat belt, to put around your waist and fasten it, so when you're hiking, it takes off the weight off of your back and your shoulders. So it's very helpful, and I picked it up at Best Buy for like $50, $60. But there's hundreds of different backpacks out there. So, you know, whatever you prefer to carry your equipment in, definitely it's very important to have a camera bag, because with all this stuff, it's hard to carry it around in your hands and you don't want to drop stuff. So picking up a camera bag is actually very useful. So I use the Canon backpack for my camera and my lenses. Alright, so the very last item that I use is the Canon Rode mic, and this is very helpful when I'm doing vlogs. Now I don't have the Pro edition, but I do have like the beginner's edition, but using it for vlogs, it's actually really helpful. And so it's a great item to pick up because it records great audio, and you know, it comes with the Dead Cat, which is a wind diffuser. So definitely I picked that up. If you want to get one, they usually have them at Best Buy for $50 or $60. So that's my last item in my camera bag. Alright, hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for the support of this channel. If you love photography and you love filming, tune into this channel a lot more, because we're going to be doing a lot more of that. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, boom, boom, boom. Thanks guys so much. It's Nick Kramer, and I'll see you soon.